Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Anis Nabila binti Asyari. I am from JDC 2513E. Basically, I have been assigned to discuss and explain further about the first topic and also the first question regarding to this topic. This is the statement of first topic tell about. To start off, I will explain about the details problem of the topic. Inflation is understood as quantitative measure of the rate at which the average price level of selected goods and services in an economy increase over some period of time. The implementation of SST beginning September 2018 has risen the general level of price, which cost unit of currency effectively by less than it did in prior periods. Thus, the Malaysia's inflation has increased along with the impact of weaker ringgit, which could result in higher input costs. But it will be moderate as some goods price remain unchanged. The reintroduction of SST is going to be manageable and therefore the rate of inflation expects to be about 1.5% average in 2018. Furthermore, there will be effects on some increasing or decreasing price of goods or services in few circumstances. First, increase in price. As example, car price is expected to increase and be above GST price by approximately 2% to 3%. Second, groceries, household items or any car-related products, the entire tax burden will increase from 0% to around 10%. Second, decrease in price. As example, food and beverage retail shop prices are going to be slightly lower, around 3% from the savings of input costs. Then, new properties is expected to experience a rather cheaper price from reduced input costs. Now, we move to the reasons why economists are very concerned with inflation. Firstly, the reason why economists are very concerned with inflation because it measures the change in the Consumer Price Index (CPI), which measures the price increase for a basket of items that represents the average pattern or purchase among households in Malaysia. Besides that, it also can be used to approximate the change in the cost of living. Using the inflation rate as a proxy could consequently understate or overstate the change in cost of living for a few segments of household. Furthermore, inflation always induces negative effects not only on the economic growth and performance, but also influence the living standards of individuals as it reduces the real values of money, reduces the purchasing power of money, increases unemployment in the economy, and many more. Now, we move to the what incentives that Bank Negara Malaysia provide to overcome the inflation. To reduce the inflation, Bank Negara Malaysia has provided the incentives that specialize in monetary policy in 2019. Monetary policy in 2019 will concentrate on promoting steady growth of the Malaysian economy and price. Therefore, the expansion of the domestic economy is predicted to be sustained with continued support from private sector spending. Besides that, consistent with the 2019 budget, it emphasized to improving socio-economic well-being, strengthening social protection programs, improving employability and initiatives to boost productivity, especially for small and medium enterprise. Moreover, PNM also provide the help for the lower and middle income segments to deal with the rising cost of living through affordable housing programs and fiscal transfer while social protection programs are further expanded. That's all from me. Thank you.